Hello and welcome to the Countdown Show. My name is Ola. I'm super excited to welcome you to the Countdown Show. If you didn't get my name is Ola. The show is a show that brings to you the hottest news in Nigeria as a day hot. And you know, in Nigeria, to have so much fun, just have a good phone and lots of data. Your fun just began. The show is powered by 7 Television, and as I told you, we're going to be bringing you the hottest news. So let's begin. You know Dangote is a Nigerian, right? I think he is a Nigerian, and he is the richest He's the richest African. He's a billionaire and he's doing so much well. But recently, a news came out that he has decided to employ 11,000 Indians over Nigerians because he feels Nigerians are not qualified enough to work in his organization, or is not qualified or doesn't have enough skill to work in his organization. I don't even know how true this story is, but really, what do you think about the story? Comment on the comment section. Tell us what are your thoughts on the comment section. What do you think about the story? Are Nigerians not really qualified enough? Do you know what 11,000 people or 11,000 unemployed people who has just gained employment will do to the Nigerian economy? I know it's going to really help a lot of people. But what do you think? I don't know how true this story is. What do you think? Comment on the comment section. Moving forward, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has addressed the nation. Yes, he addressed the nation, and in his address, he rolled out lots of palliatives to help cushion the effects of the high standard of living in Nigeria, which was caused actually by the fuel scarcity and all of those things. A lot of people have said that they are just working to buy fuel, and it's not really funny at all.
Our economy is going through a tough patch, and you are being hurt by it. I know. The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses are struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face.
In his address, he loaded out lots of palliative. One of the palliative is for student loans, other loans for businesses. And the highlights of this palliative, he said that minimum wage is going to be reviewed. And I'm like, wow, that is amazing. It is high time Nigerians got a better pay for what they are doing.
Part of our program is to roll out buses across state and local government for mass transit at a much more affordable rate. We have made provision to invest 100 billion between now and March 2024 to acquire minimum of 3,000 units of 20-seater CNG fuel buses. These buses will be shared to major transportation companies in the state using the intensity of travel per capita. Participating transport companies will be able to access credit under the facility at a maximum per annum 9% interest rate with 60 months repayment period. And then, in the same vein, we are also working in the collaboration with the labor unions to introduce a new national minimum wage for workers. I want to tell you, our workers, that this your salary review is coming. Once we agree on the minimum wage and general upward review, we will make budget provision for it for immediate implementation.
I think Nigerians can actually get lots of pay. Do you get what I mean? I mean that Nigerians can be paid lots of money and they'll be very comfortable. But before we get to the comment section of what people are talking about on this story, do you notice something about the president? You know, when he was campaigning, he was just talking balabli, bulaba. But right now, he's so poised, he's so composed, he's so fluent. And I'm wondering, is it the same man that actually campaigned during the campaign? Or is he a different president? Actually, I think I'm liking this president. He's saying, let the poor breathe. You know, breathe. You know, he's seeing it the way it's well. I cannot. And another thing I noticed about the president that is very amazing is the fact that he has empathy. he's responding to the needs of Nigerians. And that's what we can see. That's what we want in a nation. Even though that the hardship of the first scarcity is crazy, and even also that his case is still in the court. But because he's still our president, we want an empathic president. We want someone who will respond to the needs of Nigerians. I hope all this is palliative. We really begin to work and begin to, set things in place for Nigerians to just be all right. But let's go to the comment section and hear what they have to say. All right, what I'm saying is this: all we want is the economy that is working. We want to call Nigeria and our home. We want to be comfortable in our home. Moving to the third story, the Lagos State governor has slashed the state-owned buses TFA by 50%. And I'm like, yeah!
Immediately from Wednesday, all public transportation that are being controlled by Lamata, all of the high-capacity buses will be flying all the routes of Lagos at 50% discount.
That's more like it. That's more like it. A round of applause for our governor. Oshe. Really, every other governor in the 36 states should really emulate this. I know this will go a long way to cushion this effect of high cost of living in Nigeria. A lot of people are traveling, are moving on the road, they're just working salary to buy fuel and pay transportation. And that's not how it should be. That's not really how it should be. We're not talking about feeding, clothing, house rent. No. I will say thank you, Baba Jide Showolo. This is a very good development. And I encourage all the governors of the other states to please stay queue. Just follow queue. You understand? Follow queue so that Nigeria will become a home where we will be.
Immediately from Wednesday, all public transportation that are being controlled by Lamata, all of the high-capacity buses will be flying all the routes of Lagos at 50% discount. All the commuters that will be flying on this route will start enjoying a 50% rebate on the current transport fare that are currently being charged on all of these buses, and this will start immediately from Wednesday. They cannot start tomorrow because they need to do a lot of configuration, they need to do all of their validation so that can happen from Wednesday. And that decision has been taken and has been communicated with them. For the informal buses, they are also going to make a pronouncement today, and if I dare, can say to you that we've also agreed with them that they will be doing about 25% reduction, on their buses, all of the yellow buses, that will have on the streets. They will also make a formal announcement maybe later today on that. So that probably could take effect from tomorrow or latest on Wednesday.
Recently, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appointed his ministers and said, okay, submitted it to the Senate and said, these are the ministers I want to serve with me. And the screening just started a few days ago, and it has been buzzing. Hey! I don't know why I'm shouting. It has been buzzing all over social media. One of the highlights of the screening is the ex-governor of Rivers State, Wike. Like, really?
I will not be a minister. I will not.
I cannot stop laughing. Do you know why I'm laughing? Because immediately his name came out of the list, Nigerians that used to evaporate stories came and started evaporating this video where he said, I can never be a minister. I can never be a minister. It is not even possible. I have capable men that will be able to take care of it. I'm not a liability. Let's just watch the story first.
Only one person can be a minister from a state. I will not be a minister. I will not. I'm not a liability. Rivers State is an asset.
Really? Really, you guys should leave politicians in Nigeria. Believe politicians at your own risk. They are building their career. They will do anything to build their career. One of the problems I have in Nigeria is that they're using tribalism, religion, ethnicity to divide us, and we are buying into that game. Wike is playing a game, and he knows how to play it, and he's playing it well. One of the highlights of his interview is that when he came for the screening, is that the Senate president said his achievements can speak for himself. You don't even need to drill him. He was not drilled. He was not asked a lot of questions. Why do you think so? Did you watch his interview actually? Did you see how eloquent he was? Did you see how he was interpreting his achievements, his experiences, his certification with so much eloquence that his colleagues were not even able to ask him lots of questions? There is a lot of things to learn from Wike. No matter how you say it, yeah, there's a lot of things to learn from Wike. Do you know what you have to learn from Wike? Master your craft. Master your craft. Develop yourself and blow your own trumpets as loud as possible. Someone said that Wike should have carried his band to the to the screening hall.
Yes, so we can pepper them. I say pepper them. Which are designers to pepper them. I say pepper them.
So hilarious. That is amazing. And that's not even the highlight of the gist. The highlight of the gist is the man that came in and they asked him, how did you get 2 credits and 4 passes and you're able to enter university? And he could not defend it. He was mute for some time. I'm like, whoa, how did you use 2 credits and 4 passes to enter the university? Really, me, I'm asking you, you couldn't even defend it. Really, that's how it should be. If you cannot be able to defend yourself and see, this is how I got from A B, plot B to plot C.
I've been looking for your school cert. I saw one. You sat for 5 subjects with 2 credits. I don't know how. I want to imagine that you still have another to bring. If not, I would want you to explain how you got into university with that. Thank you.
Sir, on the issue of qualification, I have other secondary school results which I have all passed that I have not attached to my CV because
then there's no need being in Nigeria. There's no need leading Nigeria at all. But let's go to the comment section and see what he has to say. See, leave politics. Just leave politics. You understand? When you, what I would say is this: play your own game wherever you are. Do it well and do it well. I just hope that this ministers comes to serve us. But really, I feel like Wike should have been drilled. Should have been asked questions, no matter his area of achievement, no matter whatever they thought he had. He should have been asked some questions and he should have answered them. Moving to the 5th story, Stella Damascus has come to say that she found out that her marriage broke on social media.
Okay. I pride myself in being a respectful person. A lot of things were said about me on YouTube because that's how I found out that my marriage had ended, on YouTube.
And I'm like, wow, excuse me? How do you find out that your marriage broke on social media? Even the interviewer was extremely confused. Who among us know that the comment section is on fire? When I go to stories on social media, I leave the story, I go to the comment section to find out what people are saying. Let's go to what people are saying. Marriage is really a serious business, especially for celebrities whose marriages are taking time to last. And I'm wondering, how do you meet someone today and you cannot wait to be in that person's presence? You cannot wait to see the person. You're all over the person, and in a few years you cannot even stand this person. It's so bad. Some people will say our parents' marriages last because they were managing abuse. But I also understand that some of them lasted because they understood that love is not a feeling. Love is a commitment. If your marriage has to work, you have to be committed to make that marriage work. It's not what this thing they're saying in social media. It is not. It is not. Marriage is a lot of different ball game altogether. Okay, the final story, but not the least story. Tenny have come. Oh, I am saying justice for pregnant women. Tenny have come to see that whenever she sees a pregnant woman, she'll be like, this one, you have spoiled. You know that bombastic side eye, she will just be giving it like, you have spoiled, you have finished spoiling. I said, Tenny, why now? Why you say, people that are, religious, not those people that are religious that wear Mary when they now get married, they're not pregnant. You wonder, how did they even get pregnant? Maybe the Holy Spirit came down and, let me not talk about that. Maybe God came down and gave them the belly, but no, that's not it. They went to do that and we have spoiled, leave it for us like that. Then leave it for, let's watch this story.
Sure, now they wonder this thing have been now only me. Anytime when I see pregnant women, I go just they wonder say, I see you don't go Lisha. I see you. I want to lose it. You don't go enjoy yourself, Abby.
Please don't mind Tenny. Really, all I will say is justice for pregnant women. Complete justice for pregnant women. Okay, we've come right at the end of today's show. My name is Ola. Like, comment, and watch all our videos on all our social media platforms. This is the Countdown Show. It is proudly brought to you by 7 Television. I will see you next week. Bye.